Alright, we're gonna be doing some cleaning up here on the inside. It's got like this black stuff, this black tar. It scrapes off pretty easy, but I'm gonna try with just this these wire wheels. You know, I'm gonna try to clean up some of that surface rust. And I'm not gonna do nothing too crazy on the inside because we're just gonna drop a deep freezer inside. So probably just, you know, clean up some of the rust, clean up some of the black stuff, and then get it ready for just some paint to make sure it withstands the elements from being outside sometimes. I will, however, have you guys know that that trailer back there was also painted by me. Alright, as you guys can see, I got a lot of that stuff off already. Got a t-shirt on and got some safety glasses on. Always remember safety first, especially when you're working with power tools like grinders or anything like that. No project's worth losing an eye. I know as men sometimes we just get on the project, or we get excited about getting on the project and we throw safety out the window, but should always be safety first. You only get one body, guys. So I got most of it off. This one's probably the best side, really. I got almost all four sides except for this corner right here. To be honest, like I said, on the inside I just want to get that black stuff off. If any of you guys know what that black stuff is, put a comment below and let me know what it is. It looks like a tar or something. Kind of smells like tires. I don't know if it was like a coating they just put on the freezers back in the day or what. So if anybody knows, I'd be curious to know what it is. But yeah, I mean, it's the inside, so I'm not really too worried about anything. I really just want to get that black tar stuff off, and then any surface rust, so that way I can give it a nice coat of paint, probably some primer and some paint to, you know, withhold against the elements. So gonna get this last corner off, and then we'll get down to it. Alrighty, got that last corner down. Hit some of these rusty areas here with it. I'll put a different wire wheel on there now and probably go over the whole thing. Just get it some nice scratch surface on some of these areas I got painted. Just get a nice scratch surface, so that way new primer and paint and what here very good. Alright guys, I kind of jumped ahead a little bit. I was gonna take these wheels off and put it on some blocks just so I can get, you know, kind of like behind the wheels and stuff like that. I am gonna, but since I got this bare metal going on here, I got this bare metal, kind of got the frame all kind of cleaned down and everything, and we got a chance of rain between today and tomorrow, and I don't have nowhere else to put this thing but outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of cover up these wheels with some plastic so I don't get no paint on the chrome, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and hit at least the frame with some primer. I already cleaned it down with some alcohol and stuff, made sure there's no debris on it or nothing, no grease. So I'm gonna tape off these wheels, and then I'm gonna go ahead and at least hit the frame with some primer. Once that's done, then, you know, I'll get the wheels off, stand it on some blocks, finish sanding the outside of it, or grinding down the outside of it, so that way we can start at least the primer on the shell. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and hit this frame on the underneath with some primer. Nothing crazy. There's just some Krylon rust protector primer. Later on I'll give it, you know, some black coating. Or I might actually paint the whole frame, the actual color that I'm gonna paint the whole trailer. But just to get this thing not being bare metal on the floor. Alright guys, so little update. I got the tires off and I didn't get to record it, but as you can see, I've been going at it on the outside of this thing. Just got this little bit of paint right here left to get off of there. I didn't use no type of chemicals or paint stripper or nothing like that, for those of you wondering. Just used these Harbor Freight wheels here, these wire metal wheels. I bought a couple of them. I got 2 grinders too, so that way I wouldn't you know, overheat or overwork one. I did also buy one of these sanding discs. I believe this one is 120 grit. 120 grit. I bought one of those, and yeah, like I said, I bought one of these, and then the pack that I bought came with that wire wheel, came with this one as well, and it also came with this one. So the majority of that done right there was done with this one and this one. I used this one to kind of go around the letters, get all the paint from around the letters. And then I used the flat one to kind of get in crevices like this and stuff like that. I did use, once I got around the letters, pretty much the majority of the paint, pretty much just made like a nice little square around the lettering. The flat areas on this side and on the other side here is when I started to use that grinding disc right there with the 120 grit. I couldn't get this little area right here because the grinder wouldn't fit there, so I just smoothened it out with some sandpaper, made sure it was real smooth. Guess I could have got the paint completely off, but I just used some 120 grit sandpaper to completely sand it down real nice and smooth. So gonna get this completely off, and then we'll get some primer. It was at this point here I realized I fucked up. That was thunder. I'm probably gonna finish this and put this away. Yeah, so for those of you that live in the Midwest, you probably know it is nice and bright and sunny outside. I guess there's a pretty big cloud there, but over there it doesn't look as bad. Well, thank the Lord I didn't just get struck by lightning or something, because that was a pretty big one. Anyways, we're done here. Get this bad boy cleaned up. Get all the dust off of it. I just use a lint-free rag, and then a lint-free cloth, and then some alcohol. Wipe it down. If it was a car, I'd probably be, you know, getting some degreaser and gunk remover and stuff like that. But if this cloud passes by me, I'll probably just go ahead and prime it. Wasn't supposed to rain till 3, and it's barely noon. But there it is, guys. You're gonna get her wiped down and come back. Okay. Alright guys, I got her completely painted on the inside. I painted it flat black. You know, paint plus primer. Really just hit it once, one coat. Might go back and do another one. I also got the exterior. My phone ran out of memory, so had to. Wasn't able to catch it all on video for you guys, but I did run out of the primer. I only got one can. I got several cans for paint, several cans for clear, but I only got one primer for some reason. Just one of those things you don't think through, I guess. Gonna go back and get some more primer later. Main concern was just getting it primed. I had to put this canopy up so that way it wouldn't rain on my project. Did get a little bit of rain, but she's primed down for now. A little overspray, but you know, I'm not really concerned about that because in here is not really gonna get painted nice. The outside is what's gonna be painted nice.